I just need pushing in the right direction sometimes. Welcome back, guys. I've been to the garage yesterday and already onto one of the issues that I had with it not starting. We're in the dirty clothes today, getting stuck in. Yeah, the main relay is gone, it's burned out. So I need to try and locate one of them. There's a shop in town, so I'm gonna head now and see if I can buy one. If not, they'll at least point me in the direction of where to get one. I've replaced this relay before, it's worth having spares.
A mechanic who had looked at the issues that I'd faced told me that I needed to replace some of these cable connectors.
New relay's been ordered, that's coming tomorrow. I'm going to try and do a little bit more work on this wiring, try and get it a bit more tidied up.
And so after a trip down the road to pick up some cable, I set about getting these replaced. I worked my way around the engine bay, replacing any damaged cable or loose connectors.
So things have been tidied up nicely here. All the cable in there has been replaced. That fuse has been, 50 amp fuse has been changed. We've got the new relay here. So we've got this Hitachi relay which we're going to open up. Which is here.
So buzzing the new relay had arrived, I set about getting that installed. I also noticed some of the connectors to the battery needed to be replaced, so I got that done as well. And then finally replaced the lug on the cable connecting to the glow plugs.
So it's starting, so that relay was definitely the issue, but I want to just do that again. Just double check. That yellow light there on the left, normally that clicks off, which is related to the glow plugs, but it's staying on at the moment, and I'm trying to work out why that is, why it's staying on. But it's starting. It's starting, baby, yeah! For anyone who gets a bit lost with my van-related jargon, I'm talking about certain things, just trust me now. I've got a friend, Steve, shout out Steve, you the man, he always helps me. But he talks another language at times, mate. He gets into engineering terms that I just are so complex. He makes me laugh. But yeah, I'm very lucky that I have him to turn to at these sort of times. Because like the light was normally the glow plug light, the heater light, it comes on and it clicks off. But just then, for some reason, when I went to start her up, the light was staying on. So we're giving it a go with the glow plugs today. There's 4 to change. I'm going to start with the easy one. Maybe that's not the right way to do it, but I've never done it before. So I've put WD-40 on. You've obviously got 4, so 1, 2 in there, 3 and 4 there. The ones underneath the fuel pump are going to be hard to access. I managed to get that first one out, but we've got 3 more to do, so the second one is quite hard to get to. Might need another tool to somehow come in at a different angle. You see, that one I could get to from above. This one I can't get to from above because of these fuel lines. So I need to come in from this angle. And it's going to be the same with this one as well here, and this one here, you can see. So at this now about 3 hours, probably more. I've got 3 of them done, and there's 1 to go, but it's the most difficult one to do because of the access. It's so fiddly, the fuel lines and the fuel pump are in the way. You can see there that there's 1, 2, and 3 that are all done. The buzz bar's not yet put back, but it's this one. This one I can't seem to access. It's very difficult, even to get the 8mm washer nut off the top. It's very difficult. So all 4 glow plugs are replaced. I've got the buzz bar here, which I'm going to try and insulate the areas which are bare copper. The main job is done. It's now the tinkery bits to get it all across the line, and then we can test it. I feel like I'm over the hardest part, but I don't want to jinx it. All I've got to do is put this buzz bar back now. I'm going to test it anyway, just to see if the problem is resolved. 3, 2, 1. So it should be flicking off, but it's not. So that means there's a problem.
So I took another look at all the cabling again, trying to see if any connections to the relay were not as should be, but nothing stood out, meaning the issue was ongoing.
I've decided in the end to just replace both drive shafts. Got a couple coming from Germany, and then ultimately I'll use the one that's not damaged as a spare.
One of the 2 drive shafts had arrived semi-assembled, meaning we had to fix the CV boot and CV joint on one side, and of course make sure that it was all greased up and ready to go. A friend of mine, Greg from Urban Autos, had managed to source these parts for me all the way from Germany, and I was pleased that he had some spare time to help me put all this together. A big shout out to the guys at Urban Autos for all your help this week, as I was in and out the workshop borrowing tools and driving everyone mad. Anyhow, we cracked on getting everything greased up and prepared, ready to install the next time one of the lifts was made available. A few final touches, putting some cable ties holding the CV boots in place. A few days later we had the van up on the lift, starting with of course the problematic side which had failed on the way back from France.
So we're making a start here at changing these drive shafts. Here's the one here, which was causing us trouble before. One of the bolts is missing. Don't want to show you too much about that, but basically we're changing that, this whole drive shaft over. So I've got loosened up the bolts. I'm going to take this side off first and then this side, and then we're going to do the drive shaft on this side as well. We're just going to change it all. Got brand new ones in that box just there that we unboxed before, so let's get going.
So there were 6 bolts holding the drive shaft on the inside, and then 5 on the other. One had sheared off coming back from France.
Right, so part 1 is complete. Drive shaft is out on this side. We've now got the Can you see top left? Well, this far left now, you can see there's one that I need to get out.
Listen, mate, so you had more than one missing then? Because what I was looking at was definitely not that hole.
Maybe.
That's for sure, because I was looking at a hole that was basically threaded and definitely big enough to put my screwdriver in.
One done. One to go. So we're 50% through. We're just going to torque up the bolts. We're just going to give you the torque wrench.
Having had some of these bolts foul in the past, I made sure I got the torque settings right.
For my 1982 non-synchro model, I set this to 33 foot-pounds or around 44 newton meters.
Once that was all done, I started the same process on the other side.
Right, so we've got one of the new drive shafts installed on this side. This is the problematic side that I had the accident with. That was the damage to the drive shaft. That was the one that's replaced. The other one is out. Here's the new one, ready to go in. However, I'm short 6 of these bolts. I do have a lot of bolts there, but they've got a slightly different head. So before I put this one back in, I'm going to replace, well, I'm going to basically go and buy 6 of these. I don't want to have different heads, as I've just demonstrated there when I've been trying to do this job. With different heads, it's more work, it's more difficult. So trying to get these initial few bolts in to take the weight is without doubt the hardest part of this job. Holding the weight of these drive shafts above your head quickly becomes very heavy. I'm 7/8 of the way there. I've got one side of the new drive shaft in, the upside I can't get in. Calling for reinforcements. The decision was made in the end to put the old drive shaft back in on that left side because the new one was slightly stiffer than should be. However, all the bolts have now been set correctly, so I'm confident that I won't have any trouble with those drive shafts in the coming years. And ultimately happy that I went through the whole process because I've learned a lot. A big thank you for watching this video, guys. There's going to be, as you can imagine, plenty more of this kind of stuff coming in the future weeks, as I hope to explore more of the UK while I'm back.